If you think you've seen it all, think again. These 10 horror movies slipped under your radar, but they're twisted, brutal, and impossible to forget. Each one will leave you shaken and wondering how you missed them. Let's dive right in. Number 10, The Snare. Three friends head to a remote seaside apartment for a weekend getaway. But what starts as a harmless escape turns into a waking nightmare. Directed by C.A. Cooper, The Snare traps its characters and the audience in a suffocating descent into madness. When the elevator breaks and the exit mysteriously vanishes, Alice begins hearing voices and witnessing terrifying apparitions. As starvation sets in and reality bends, the apartment becomes a prison, and something malevolent waits just beyond the walls. What makes the film uniquely terrifying is its claustrophobic atmosphere and hallucinatory descent into psychological horror. Number 9, VHS 85. A flickering static screen, a forgotten year, and a cursed collection of analog nightmares. VHS 85, directed by a lineup of horror visionaries including David Bruckner and Scott Derrickson, drags us back to the decaying heart of the 80s with 5 blood-soaked tales captured on warped videotapes. From a late creature caught on camcorder to a government experiment unraveling human minds, each story feels like a cursed broadcast that should never be watched. Grainy visuals and vintage distortion heighten the fear, making every glitch feel like a scream from beyond. What makes this anthology stand out is its commitment to lo-fi terror, stripping horror back to its raw analog roots. Number 8, Devil's Pass. Five American students travel deep into the Ural Mountains to investigate the real-life mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident, but what they uncover is far more terrifying than a weather anomaly. Directed by Rennie Harlan, Devil's Pass fuses found footage realism with cold-blooded sci-fi horror. As the group hikes toward the doomed trail, strange symbols appear in the snow. Their equipment malfunctions, and something unseen begins stalking them. Then inside a hidden Soviet bunker, they find answers too monstrous to comprehend. What makes this nightmare unforgettable is its fusion of chilling folklore, survival horror, and time-bending dread. Number 7, Yummy. A young couple visits an Eastern European hospital for cosmetic surgery, but beneath the scalpel lies something far more grotesque. Directed by Lars Damoiseau, Yummy is a blood-soaked splatterfest where vanity meets viral horror. When a secret lab accidentally unleashes a mutated patient, the clinic descends into chaos, zombies swarm the halls, flesh peels from bone, and no procedure can save you. It's gory, twisted, and darkly comedic, embracing grindhouse brutality with stylish flair. What makes Yummy stand out is its relentless pace and stomach-turning special effects that never flinch. Number 6, Baskin. A late-night call leads a squad of Turkish police officers to an abandoned building. What they find is not a crime scene, but a portal to pure hell. Directed by Con Evernall, Baskin plunges deep into a surreal nightmare where reality collapses and ancient evil thrives. As the officers descend through blood-soaked corridors, they encounter mutilated cultists, nightmarish rituals, and a grotesque figure known only as the Father. Logic dissolves, time warps. The building itself seems alive. What makes the film truly terrifying is its fever dream storytelling, a blend of gore, Lovecraftian horror, and religious dread. Number 5, Southbound. On a desolate stretch of desert highway, 5 stories bleed into each other like spilled gasoline, each more nightmarish than the last. Directed by a team including Roxanne Benjamin and David Bruckner, Southbound is a sinister anthology that traps its characters in an endless loop of guilt, punishment, and supernatural torment. From a bloody roadside rescue gone wrong to a family dinner from hell, every tale connects with eerie precision, bound by a malevolent force haunting the highway. Time breaks, reality twists, and no one ever truly escapes. What makes the film unforgettable is its seamless transitions between stories, creating one continuous spiral into terror. Number 4, Daniel isn't real.
Daniel is simply an aspect of your mind.
I imagined you. I can make you go away.
When troubled college student Luke reawakens his imaginary childhood friend, he opens a doorway to something far more sinister than nostalgia. Directed by Adam Mortimer, Daniel Isn't Real explores the fragile boundary between mental illness and demonic possession. Daniel returns charming, confident, and dangerous. As he gains control over Luke's mind and body, the real world begins to crumble in a swirl of hallucinatory terror and psychological torment. What sets this film apart is its disturbing blend of identity horror and cosmic dread, wrapped in haunting visuals and a pulsing, otherworldly score. Number 3. Bug.
There's no bugs on your skin.
You have to dig it out.
I'll dig it out and show you.
In a seedy Oklahoma motel, a lonely waitress finds comfort in a quiet drifter, but what follows is a descent into shared madness. Directed by William Friedkin, the mind behind The Exorcist, Bug is a claustrophobic spiral into paranoia and psychological horror. As the couple isolates themselves, they become obsessed with the idea that their bodies are infested with government-engineered insects. Mirrors are covered and skin is torn. Reality collapses into a feverish delusion where love and insanity intertwine. What makes the film unforgettable is its raw, stage-like intensity, trapping you in a room where the line between truth and madness no longer exists. Number 2. The Lure. In neon-soaked 1980s Poland, two siren sisters rise from the sea and into the spotlight, bringing with them a hunger that cannot be silenced. Lure is a surreal blend of horror, fairy tale, and musical, where mermaids sing in nightclubs and feed in the dark. As one sister longs for love and the other craves blood, their bond is tested by betrayal, transformation, and the brutal truth of their nature. It's seductive, strange, and dripping with dread. What makes the film unforgettable is its ability to mask body horror beneath glitter and melody, turning desire into something monstrous. Number 1. Grave torture. In Jakarta, two siblings are left traumatized after their parents commit a disturbing ritual suicide, driven by fear of siksa kubur, which is the terrifying Islamic concept of punishment in the grave. Directed by Joko Anwar, grave torture delivers a slow, burning descent into existential terror, where faith, guilt, and the afterlife collide. As Sita grows up, she becomes obsessed with proving that torment isn't real until her investigations take her into actual graves, where the dead do more than just rest. Drenched in dread and layered with cultural mythology, the film blends psychological horror with surreal, nightmarish imagery. What sets it apart is how it roots supernatural fear in real spiritual anxieties. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Pet Sematary.
But we can, Daddy. We can.
After relocating to a rural town, a family discovers a mysterious burial ground deep in the woods behind their new home. When their beloved cat is killed, the father uses the strange soil to bring it back, only to find it changed. Then tragedy strikes again and grief leads him to repeat the mistake. What returns is no longer their child, but something far darker. Death has rules, and breaking them invites horror home. The Dark.
Go see what you've woken.
A grieving mother travels to Wales with her daughter, hoping to repair her broken marriage and mend emotional wounds. But the cliffs hold secrets, and the sea whispers of a girl who died in a pagan ritual tied to the afterlife. When her daughter disappears, she's told she must trade a soul to bring her back. As supernatural forces rise from the water, time becomes her enemy. Wake Wood.
You were going to leave me.
I was scared.
Are you still scared?
Still mourning the loss of their young daughter, a grieving couple seeks solace in the quiet village of Wakewood. There, they uncover a ritual that can bring the dead back for just 3 days. Desperate, they agree, but the child who returns isn't quite the same. As the ritual unravels, ancient forces awaken with deadly consequences. Life borrowed from death always comes at a price. We are still here. After losing their son, Anne and Paul move to a remote house in snowy New England, hoping to start over. But something in the house watches and waits, whispering through the walls. The locals know the history, a dark legacy of vengeance and blood sacrifice. When friends arrive to help, the spirits lash out with fury. Every 30 years, the house must feed, and the time has come again.